Someone's really focused. Someone's really focused. Ace of Swords. Maybe they're focused on, like, conceiving something. Their mind is very focused. Maybe a person is, I'm seeing hyper-focused. Okay. Let's see. Hangman. So there's a duality. So there's a duality within someone. There's okay, they're hyper focused, but it's going two ways. Someone's trying to bring something together. They're trying to bring it all together. They're trying to maybe they're trying to bring a concept together. It's like, okay, I have all these different pieces. There's all these building blocks. It's like, okay, how do I put this all together? How do I put this all together? There's a lot going on here. I don't feel like family or even people you work with are going to help you, be able to help you with this. It's like this person has to figure it out on their own. And I do sense there's something about the thought process is a bit abstract. Give me a second. Well, let's see what each one of these are about. Okay, so someone wants to say something, but they're afraid to say something. It's like while something was happening before, they were like, man, I wish I would have said something. Why didn't I say something? Or why didn't I do something about it? Why didn't I do something about this before? So I guess that's part of the mindset. So because of that regret, that awareness, because it was just like, man, I could have done this years ago. Like, why didn't I do this 3 years ago? Why didn't I do this last year? Why didn't I do this 5 years ago? I should have, could have, would have. I should have, could have, would have. You know, why didn't I invest my money? Why didn't I save my money? Why didn't I create that? Why didn't I? Okay, well, apparently that kind of mindset is going to get it's no longer needed. This came out sideways. It's no longer needed. I feel like we're yelling. This is like when spirit comes through so strong. It's very Saturnian to me. It's like Jupiter and Saturn together. It's like Pluto and the sun. It's like, look, I understand how you feel. You're probably right about that. Okay? You're right. Yeah, you shoulda, coulda, woulda. This, that, and the third. But that's then. I heard that's then, honey. What do you surmise that you can do with now? Maybe part of it is now is exactly the right time to try to do what you couldn't do before. Maybe there was just other things going on, or like other things that need your attention. I want to cry and like scream. Maybe there's something emotional or some kind of like wound that was healing that the person, they just didn't know. It's like there was ignorance. So it's not as if a person, if we get into a shoulda, woulda, coulda, I guess a person doesn't know in that moment that that wasn't the right thing to do. And again, I want to cry. So don't give yourself please don't give yourself such a fucking hard time. Okay? Maybe that's what someone needs to think about and realize that, like, the way that they look at the plan is like they kind of go back into this old world, and I see that's like you're playing kick the can with yourself like that. Now we want to look at what it is now. Now you could pull off of what you wanted it to be. You can pull from there. Where it's just like, okay, well, I've already... Because it's not that a person didn't do part of what they wanted to do. It's just they didn't fulfill it. They didn't... it wasn't completed. So I guess this means someone has a part of it, has a plan already. Again, some kind of concept. And I guess through time now a person has a different perspective on it, right? So they're like, okay, well. But I do think a person's too minded about it. They're like, they still get stuck where they're like, man, the past really interferes with a person's ability to be able to move forward. 8. Someone also has guilt in their body from like another time, like another lifetime. If you believe in that, it's like someone watched somebody that they know like got hung or tortured in front of them. They saw it. That's part of whatever it is, even when it relates to something really small. Okay, look, now this is some kind of ingress. That's what we want. Because Pisces and Gemini is what is causing a person to flip-flop. So a person isn't sure what they believe. Or they believe two things about themselves. Like, they believe that they're strong and they believe that they are weak. They believe that they are loving and they believe that they are cruel. They believe they're smart and dumb. Like, it's all the dualities, It's like, how do I walk this path? It's so, because this is the path of ultimate self-sacrifice, where it's just like, I have nothing, I give everything, I am nothing. And this path is, I am everything, I have everything, I take everything. And it's just like, what do I do? What do I do? I mean, it's leaning more towards the sacrificing energy, where it's like more humility than it is pride. It's an interesting reading. I guess that's part of what someone is thinking about. These concepts. Maybe someone's painting or creating around the sins and virtues. Um, wow. I keep wanting to cry in this reading. Like it wells. It So we have Leo and Pisces, with Gemini in the middle. Now, Gemini and Leo are actually friends, right? That's an easy connection, if you will. It's like I don't have to try that hard to make this happen. And it's kind of like, just let me try. Let me try and see what happens when I do this. Hmm. Well, I guess the if this is a path and these are this middle path shows me someone who loves to learn, and they are more gentle than they're more passive than they are aggressive. But I feel like a soft assertion is more of its like natural tendency. A person could be kind of like naturally sensitive or gentle. Um, like they're very empathetic. And I think that's why sometimes maybe this air energy or even a bit of this Leo energy is necessary, because I don't know. I feel like a person has a little bit of a hard time focusing in this reality. Just a sec. Yeah, it's like it's someone's so concerned about so much about what is outside of themselves that they forget what's going on within themselves. It's just like I keep hearing, it's like, don't cry for me, Argentina. It's just like this person would cry for the world. but I don't know if they'd acknowledge their own pain that much. Not that that needs to be the focus anymore, because I don't feel like it's as heavy as it was. Now we have 88. But again, it's almost like someone has a hard time saying to themselves, like, I can do it alone. Like someone either needs to sacrifice themselves or sacrifice somebody else or something. I hope I'm explaining this right. And so when is the last time you tried something in and of yourself where you didn't sacrifice yourself for someone else? You just went and did your own thing just for yourself. Something that you were like, this is just for me. This decision doesn't have to do with really anybody else. Any other human. Like adult human. I guess it won't, whatever. I don't know. It's not to make someone selfish, but I think that's the thing. I think someone thinks that it's selfish to have things in this physical world. Yeah, they think it's like prideful to be like, to enjoy themselves. It's like they feel like, no, I'm supposed to be on guard. I'm supposed to suffer, right? That's my plot. That's my plight. Like my shoulders are up to my ears. 3 of Swords. No. Yeah, it's just like, no. That's what life is, right? And it's like, no. So this maybe there's a younger person that's also a little bit helpful. Could be helpful. Someone could also find some great faith through maybe the story of Jesus, or again, somebody that has been hung before. Someone may find solace, and someone finds solace in someone else's suffering. Yeah, someone has to go on their own journey. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. It's too long. Peace out.